Welcome to the B&B Show, Barriers and Breakthroughs, with your host, Rachelle the Pain Whisperer, a show that talks about how to fix your pain. So get ready for the B&B Show.
Okay, so here we are, woohoo! On the Barriers and Breakthroughs show. Yes, I am the Pain Whisperer, Rachelle Painbaum, and you are excited, I'm sure, to see that I have no braces on. Ta-da! They've been off almost officially a week, and it feels great. It's super fun. That was one of my getting out of my comfort zones, is taking my braces last year, and now I got them off, so it's pretty exciting. So we have a really special guest today. I'm super excited. I was in Utah last week and flew in yesterday, but I just barely missed Morgan flying in from the Dominican Republic, and she had an amazing experience that I'm excited for you for Morgan, you to share with us today. And we are going to show some great pictures, and I'm super excited to hear about your experience, Morgan, and have you share it with others. So, welcome, Morgan Baum. I'm sending you kisses through the camera. I'm sad I wasn't able to put my arm next to yours and see how tan and beautiful you are, but you look great anyway.
Yeah. Thanks.
So
yeah, you should see my watch tan.
Oh yeah, well, can you show it to us right quick?
It's kind of hard to see, but it's definitely there.
Okay, cool. Super awesome. Well, I'm excited for you to share a little bit about the International Language Program, the ILP, which you were able to do in the Dominican Republic. And first of all, tell us right quick, how long were you there? It's like 3 months, right?
Yeah, almost 3 months. It was like 2.5 months about around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want you to tell us a little bit about the barriers that you had there. You know, this is the Barriers and Breakthrough show, and some of the cool breakthroughs that you learned. But let's show a little bit of pictures quite at the beginning, just to give people an intro. So I know we have our before and after picture that you posted. So This is the before and the after. I thought it was the same girl, but that's such a cute picture. So you look just like a Dominican. Dominican for a day, Dominican for 2 weeks. I remember that video you sent us.
Exactly.
So I know the kids love you. I'm excited to show those pictures. All these kids seem so great down there. So you were teaching English to third graders, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, third graders.
Only third graders the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. So
and
there is a couple 10-year-olds in there.
Okay. So your job was Monday through Friday. What time to what time, and how did you teach them English?
Yeah. So we left for school at like 12:30 and then got home at like 4.
Okay, so about 4 hours.
So it was about like 4 hours a day for 5 days a week. And the way that we teach them is like an immersion way of teaching. So we usually do arts and crafts, and we sing songs and play games and that sort of thing. And with ILP, their ILP method, they use tickets to it's like a positive reinforcement. So each day we'll have one basic way of communication that we try to help them learn. So for instance, one of them would be using like people pronouns, so saying like she has the ball or he is running and stuff like that. So every time that they say one of those, use one of those methods, then we'll give them a ticket, and that's like their positive reinforcement.
Okay.
And so it usually worked pretty well, but I taught at 2 different schools. The first school I taught at was a private school. And
is that the one where you have a video of you walking to school?
No, that's a different one. So I taught at the private school for most of the time, actually, while I was there. They moved me to a different school because the kids stopped. A lot of the kids stopped doing English lessons because they were going to compete in a big math competition, represent the entire Dominican Republic.
Oh.
So if that gives you an idea of like how smart the kids were. So they were really good kids, but since most of our kids were leaving and not doing English classes anymore, they moved me to the public school, which is Javier, which is the video of me walking to school.
Okay, well, let's show that video of you. This was your daily walk, I guess?
Yeah, daily walk. It was about
really
a mile walk to school every day.
Okay. And we're going? Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give a quick, rundown past this street,
Yeah.
past this restaurant, past this store?
Not many restaurants, just a bunch of colmados, which are like the little shops that you see. They're usually green and orange. So that's where we just get all of our stuff for cheap, and then lots of motorcycles and speed bumps and potholes everywhere, but that's fun. And then near to the end, we always pass this one guy, Sammy. He's the tire guy. He always repairs people's motorcycles and stuff, and he's the nicest man ever. So we say hi to him every single day.
Oh, awesome.
And that's like right at the corner, right before you cross the street to go to school. So
cool.
Yeah.
So let's show a picture of some of these kids. The ones that were wearing orange shirts. Those were the kids you were teaching, right, at this school?
The yellow shirts. Well, yeah. Pretty much all the kids have like the same uniforms. We taught at 4 different schools, but they all would wear like either the yellow shirts or the white t-shirts.
Okay.
It's just their uniform.
So right here in this picture, there's how many teachers to how many kids?
So we do a rotation thing. So in the pictures you see, there's 4 teachers. There's 4 of us all in one room.
Okay.
About like 35 kids. So we each had about 8 to 10 kids per group.
Okay.
So we do rotations, so like 30-minute rotations with about 8 to 10 kids, and like switch off or rotate and stuff like that. So it got really loud because we're all in the same room. And
so that was
since
hard.
It's an interactive way of teaching, the kids are yelling, and a lot of the kids would be fighting, but that's okay.
Go to the next picture. I see. Were you guys trying to take a picture? I see a lot of people climbing all over you.
Yep, the kids love jumping on you and give them caballitos, which is like piggyback rides, but in Spanish it's horsies. So we give them horseback rides or whatever. So they'll jump on your back and make you run them around, and sometimes they'll choke you on accident, but it's okay.
Well, was that fun? I mean, I guess you really came to love a lot of these kids, right?
Oh yeah. Yes, like as crazy as the kids were, they really steal your heart. Yeah,
you can take it.
They really do. They love you. Like every time we walk in through the streets, and they all go, "Hi, teacher," and run up and give you a hug and give you kisses, and they make you carry them around. And like these are like kids you like barely even know. And then it's even more so with your own students. They'll write you love letters and give them to you every single day.
Aww.
So I have like whole like stacks of just love letters from all my kids.
Do they write in English or in Spanish?
Usually it was like pictures, and then they'd say I love you, teacher, or something like that, and sign their name.
I love you in English, or te amo in Spanish, or te quiero.
Depends on the kid. A lot of the notes I have are in Spanish, but with some of my kids, they knew a lot of English. And
they learned how to say I love you in English, right? Like, that would be important.
Yeah, of course. That's one of the first things we teach them.
Yeah, so you tell me a little bit about the challenges of teaching them. What was difficult about trying to teach the kids?
Yeah, so for those who don't know, the kids here they're very crazy. They're really active. They love to play and have fun. Mm-hmm. So you stick them in a school setting where they need to be sitting down and like paying attention all the time. They don't really like that. So it's really hard. Most of the class would be spent just like us, like telling them to sit down and like coming back and breaking up fights. Like I probably broke up at least like 2-3 fights a day, and
fights over crying. What? Like, what are they fighting over? Like a pencil or something, or like
like we'd have them like take turns like cutting something out or something, and they'd like yell at each other and say like, no, like I want to go first, and they'd yell at me too, and then I don't know, they'd fight over literally anything. Like it's ridiculous. They would call even the teachers' names. It would be mean to us too. I got called like Teacher Mala all the time, or Teacher Bruja, which means witch. So they'd call me bad, and they'd call me witch, and they'd like say, like tell me that they don't love me anymore, and all sorts of stuff.
So they were kind of kidding, or were they serious?
Oh, they were serious. There's this one girl every day, because like at the end of our little lesson, we usually make something cute, like a little puppet or something like that. And so if this one girl, she would say, okay, like I'd be like, okay, at the end, like, who wants it? And they'd all raise their hands like, I want it, me teacher. They're like, okay, like, who is being good? And then she'd like run up to me, she's like, teacher, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We're like, okay, we can do eeny, meeny, miny, mo, but you have to promise you won't cry. Like, no Teacher Mala, no crying. She'd be like, okay. So I'd do eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and she wouldn't get it, and then she'd cry, and she'd like hit me, and she'd say, Teacher Mala, and like, she'd just be pouting for the rest of the day. And it was a daily thing. But then the next day, she would, teacher, I love you, and she's always daily would give me like love letters and pictures and drawings. So it was so cute.
So what are these kids? Do you know any of their home environments, or what's, do you think do you have both parents? Who drops them off at school?
It depends. Like at my first school at Torubio, since it was a private school and like the parents were paying for them to be there, like a lot of the kids were more well off. But
do they behave better in the private school?
Still not very good. I was still breaking up fights all the time, and they would still like not pay attention. But it was better at the private school. At the public school, not as good. But
no kids going over and peeing in trash cans and sitting back down.
Yeah, I've had kids pee in trash cans. They would crawl up under your skirts and mob you. They would I would be sitting there like trying to do my lesson, and then there would be like 6 boys around me just like tearing at my stuff and like grabbing things out of my bag and out of my hands and just like touching my hair and like, stop, like sit down. Yeah, it was
chimpanzees or something.
Yeah, literally, they were like little monkeys, like just grabbing everything, and oh my goodness, it was exhausting.
So I'm curious if it's like that. Same with the other girls and everything. Like they just
all the teachers. There's 30 of us. We all experienced all of that, all the time.
So before you teach them the English, are they in other classes with other like Dominican teachers where they're actually learning their subjects in their language?
Yeah, so it's just a normal school. They just had like this extra class with the English teachers, and so usually we'd have the Dominican teachers there, and it's kind of hit or miss with the Dominican teachers. A lot of them like didn't do anything to help. Like if the kids are being bad, like they wouldn't do anything unless it was like really serious. So we were kind of on our own, but we had there were some teachers that were really helpful, and they would like make sure the kids are all sitting down, and they say like, hey, like if you don't behave, then you don't get like treats, or you don't get recess time or stuff like that. So it was hit or miss. At the private school, like I said, like it was a lot better, and they could get kicked out and stuff too, so the kids behave.
So I know there was a video of kids in white t-shirts. Was that the private school?
No, that was the public school.
That's the public school. Do you want to show the video there? Is it loading? I guess they're just pretty active, like normal kids. It seems like that's sort of normal, except learning how to sit down and be still so they can focus and learn, certain things is important, right?
Yeah, no, they needed help with that.
Yeah.
So it was it was stressful sometimes.
Do they feed them at the school? Do they get any kind of nutrition? I wonder what they eat for breakfast or something, like, if that's kind of they can't sit still because of what they eat, or, it's just, I'm curious about that.
They definitely, they fed them at the school. It was usually just, like, rice and beans, but they were pretty good-sized portions. But still, like, the kids, you can tell, are, like, pretty skinny. Like, they have, like, little stick arms and stuff. There's no, like, there's rarely any, like, fat kids.
They're not giving them Coke for breakfast and Pop-Tarts and
no,
donuts.
Definitely not. And especially since the kids are so active, they're
pretty active. Let's go to the next video. Kids. I thought this was a really cute video that you did. Do they play jump rope a lot? I love this video.
Yeah, so a few of the teachers actually were really into jump rope, and so they, like, brought their own jump ropes, and so that was in front of our house, that video, and we just play jump rope with the kids, and have them, like, teach them little, like, songs and dances, and, like, how to, like, jump in and do double dutch and that sort of stuff, so that was really fun.
Very cool. Did you learn how to do anything, too? Did you get to do jump rope as well?
But usually I was the one doing the ropes because the kids couldn't really do it. Yeah,
they want to do it. Yeah. Very cool. That looks so fun. Okay, the next video, I really like this. This was at the school, I guess. Tell me about this one. Is it loading already? Where they're dumping water on somebody? Like, what was that? Yeah. That's not being mean, is it?
It was one of my students' birthday that day. So it's a tradition in the DR that if it's your birthday, then everybody will, like, dump all their water on you. So
everybody carries a water bottle and just dumps water on you?
Yeah, pretty much. They're like, happy birthday, water, and she's just, like, sopping wet. She's like, oh my goodness. It was really cute.
So pretty much all day long you're just wet?
No, they saved it till after school.
Oh, after school.
That's good.
Oh, okay. So it's all fun. Everybody does it, and it's a fun thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was like, ah.
Okay. All right, well, the next picture, I have a couple of pictures. Obviously, you really love these kids. They love you. I bet that was part of, like, a rewarding aspect of your teaching, right? Like, just having these kids love you. And
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I, like, miss them already. I just got back yesterday, so.
So you know all their names and everything like that.
Yep. And I made sure to write down every kid's name that I, like, taught or like, that I knew so that I wouldn't forget.
That's awesome, Morgan.
Yeah. There's probably, like, 60 kids that I taught. I mean, no, more than 60. No.
That is cool.
Probably, like, 100 kids or something that I taught.
You have to go and count for sure. I'd love to know how many exactly, like how many names you wrote down. That's really cool, Morgan. That makes me happy. Like, so you could have 20 kids in your family and, like, no problem.
Yeah, easy. It's no biggie.
You could remember everybody's name.
I mean, I try. But it's definitely given me a lot of respect for elementary school, or just teachers in general. Like, because it's pretty hard. I remember in 4th grade we made my teacher cry, and I feel really bad for that. Even more so now, because we've all been on the verge of tears, or we've cried during class and stuff too, because it can get so exhausting.
Yeah.
But
yeah, definitely it helps you. That's kind of a neat breakthrough, since, tell us I want you to also say, why were you interested in doing this, because of what career you want to go into. Do you want to say a little bit about that? Yeah, so
I want to be a speech therapist. So, I mean, this would obviously, like, teaching kids English would definitely help. But yeah. So that, and then just in general, I love kids. And I don't know, I just thought this would be a really cool experience, and it's really good.
Did you learn quite a bit of Spanish? I heard you already know, like, Teacher Mala and Teacher Bruja and whatever, so important words to know.
Those are definitely words I learned. I definitely knew those words. I tried. I did my best. It's really hard. The Dominican Spanish is so hard. Like, I thought I knew enough English going into it, but they speak so fast, and they slur everything together, so it's practically impossible to understand them, especially when you know as little Spanish as I do. But I definitely learned some stuff. And like I learned like some of the slang and that sort of thing too. And
cool.
It was
like,
just,
could you say basic stuff like how much does this cost and where do I go to here?
Yeah, like I knew like all the survival things, so I could order meals and ask questions and that sort of things. But when it came to like actual like really deep conversations, I usually was like, I don't really understand what you're saying.
Well, even though I'm fluent in Spanish, like if I go to a different country that's Spanish speaking, like it takes some time to understand their vocabulary and their accent and the way they speak. So it's not that easy. I agree. Like Mexicans have a different vocabulary than the Dominicans, and Puerto Ricans never say their S's. Yeah, so you kind of have to practice that a lot. Okay, let's show a few more pictures because we got a few. So Dominican Republic is pretty poor, right? I know you sent me a picture of a butchered cow. Is that what it is? The next picture?
Yeah, it was a cow. So that was a butcher shop. We would walk there or walk by
every day and get your food, your meat to eat.
Oh, goodness.
Or you didn't eat any meat after seeing that?
No, no, it's fine. We actually had cooks that made us our lunch and dinner, so that was nice. But
okay.
But yeah.
What did you eat? Like, tell us a little bit about what food you eat.
A lot of rice. Like I don't know if I can ever eat rice again.
Rice. Like just white rice or?
No, they would usually add like some spices in it sometimes, but a lot of the time it was just white rice.
Yeah.
But rice, beans, meat. It was usually like beef or chicken. They had chickens everywhere, like everywhere.
Just grab a chicken, cut off its head, and pluck it out and eat it, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Like right next door, they were doing cockfighting, so like.
Wow.
Who knows?
Interesting.
I actually have a video of that. I should have showed you that.
Yeah, that would have been interesting. Wow, you got to see a lot of really cool things. So, let's move to the picture's not up, right? Yeah. So just show them for a little bit. So the next picture, I'm curious. It looks like you're washing clothes.
Yeah.
You had to wash your own clothes. Mom didn't.
Yeah. So we actually had an American washer. We had two of them, but they both broke down and they never got replaced.
Good. You had to learn how to wash your clothes, the hard way.
Actually, I would sometimes use the Dominican washer anyway because it works really well. Like my clothes have never been so clean because you're basically washing them like 4 times. Because you have like the washer.
Yeah.
And so you put like the water in and the detergent, and you put your clothes in, and then it like mixes it around. And you have to take the clothes out, put them in more water, scrub them and scrub them and scrub them, get all the soap out and scrub them in the water, and then get all the water out, squeegee it all out, and then do it again, and we have to do it like twice, and then squeegee it all out, and then put it in the dryer, and then it dries, and it like spins, it's like a centrifuge, and it spins them really fast, and then you go and hang them up on the line. So it would take like 2 hours just to wash our clothes.
Very cool. Is it humid or it dries if you hang it up? How long does it take to dry?
Yeah, it's pretty quick. It dries within the day.
Okay.
And usually we do like 3 of us at a time would be washing our clothes. So it'd be kind of just a little social thing. We'd play music and just talk and while we wash our clothes. So it'd be fun. Yeah.
Wash it like Cinderella. Singing music.
Pretty much. Cinderella.
That's cool. I'm glad you had that opportunity. I didn't know you did that, so that's a good experience to have, washing your own clothes. So that's awesome. So you met some really great people. The next picture is a guy in an orange shirt.
Yeah, that's Martin. He's the jewelry man. So he just makes lots of jewelry. Like actually, this ring that I'm wearing right now. If you can see that, it's a little wave with a blue little stone in the middle. That stone is called Larimar, which is like I think it's the stone of the Dominican Republic.
Stone or something.
And it's named after the person who discovered it, or not named after him, but his daughter. Anyway, So yeah, Martine.
Cool.
He makes all of our jewelry, so like, and we'll go like buy it from him, and he loves us. He's so nice. He like even cried whenever we left, and he bought us a cake, and he said like, "Oh, I'm so glad about you." And yeah, he's the nicest guy.
What's the jewelry like? I mean, is it kind of expensive, or it's pretty reasonable?
Yeah, so it's
Does he make a living off of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like his job. He has like his entire, like half of his house is just like for jewelry making.
Wow.
So, and he makes it out of real silver, and then he cuts the stone, and he does everything. He shapes it, he polishes it all by himself.
Wow.
So it's a lot of hard work.
And good quality jewelry, it sounds like, if he uses real silver.
Yeah, really good quality jewelry. He can like custom make stuff for you. So like I know a girl got like some earrings from him that she really wanted, and it's really cool. So I think I got this ring for like $10 or something.
Oh, nice.
So
that's great. And you bought me one too, right?
I got you a necklace and earrings, Mom.
What? Okay, I'm so excited. I guess I can't see it until I see you in July.
I know.
Bummer. I should have rescheduled my flight. Well, okay, so you had hard work. Did you ever cry? Was it like, did you ever want to come home like it was too hard?
No, I feel like the amount of time that I was there was like just perfect, because I came like later in the semester than most of the people. Okay. So they were there for like 4 months while I was only there for like 2.5. And so they were starting to miss home a lot. And so I started missing them a little bit, but not as much as anyone else did. But I never cried.
Wow, you didn't miss Mom that you cried. I miss my mom. I have to wash my own clothes. So
yeah.
So I think there's a picture there of the group that you were with. So I know when I told some people that you were in the Dominican Republic, they were like, "Is that safe?" A lot of parents. If kids are interested in doing this, like, how safe is it? Is there a group of the girls there?
It's
Did you
really
put it
safe.
up? Okay. And there's 20 girls, or how many girls, rather?
There was 30. There's about 30 of us, and then there's one guy from Canada, Dalton. So, yeah, he's gonna be a great husband. So y'all know.
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
Said he's gonna be a great husband.
Oh. After having to deal with all these 30 girls or whatever.
He's been with like 30 girls for 4 months, and he definitely took advantage of it. He asked us all these questions. He's just the greatest guy. I'm so glad he was there. It was so fun with him.
So now he knows out of 30 girls, like, which one he would pick, probably, right?
Probably, I don't know.
That's a good
probably
experience.
None of us.
He
probably got to know us too well.
So guys are allowed to go as well, or how does that work for...
Usually, there's technically supposed to be 2 guys, at least, but one of them dropped out, so it was just Dalton. But yeah, so there's like about 30 of us all in the same house. As far as feeling unsafe, I don't think I ever once felt unsafe, like, at all within my
Is there any
trip.
kind of rules you have to abide by?
So we have to be at the house at 8, and we have to be inside by 9.
Oh, that's good. Well, so it's a curfew.
Yeah, so we have a curfew. But, like, our neighborhood, it's a really poor neighborhood. And actually, like, around the neighborhood, there's, like, lots of resorts and stuff, because the city, Puerto Plata, is pretty touristy. Mm-hmm. But, so we, like, if we had a gym membership at the country club, which is a 1.5 mile walk away. And so every time we go to the gym, we'd see, like, all these Canadians. They're always Canadians. Say, like, "Oh, like, are you guys vacationing here?" And we're like, "No, we live here." And they're like, "Oh, where do you live?" We're like, "Oh, we live in Javier." And they're like, "Javier? Like, that's so dangerous.
It's so dangerous
like,
there.
What are you doing there?" And we're like, "Oh, no, it's fine." Because, I mean, we've been here, like,
for a long time.
Had teachers here for, like, 5 years. So everybody knows who we are. And we teach most of their kids anyway, so, they're pretty protective of us.
Part of the village.
Yeah, really. Like, we make lots of friends. I remember, like, this one time we were out in front of the house. We were just talking to like the neighborhood kids and stuff. And then like the neighborhood drunk came by, and he was very drunk, and he like tried to come up to us and like talk to us, and he was trying to hit on us, and then like all of the kids came. They're like, "No, go away! Like you have to get out of here!" And they like pushed him away. They're like, "Nah, like leave them alone."
Up for you.
So yeah, everyone is really protective of us. They love us, so it's really nice.
That's good. That's really a neat thing to see and feel. Yeah. So so you have to go. You can't go anywhere unless you have 2 of you together or 3.
Yeah, there has to be. It depends. Like if we were going to the gym, there could be 2 of us. But usually you have to have at least 3 with you at all times. And then if you were to go on like a day trip, then there would have to be 4. So. Okay.
Wow, so that's good. So there's rules and a curfew, so that helps you to be safe, for sure. Yeah. Well, so it was not all work, right? It was a little bit of a vacation, I know, because you did some amazing things. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about some of the trips that you did. We don't have pictures of everything, but I think you went paragliding. Tell us a little bit about the trips, like you'd go on the weekends, right?
Yeah, so we'd have like little weekend trips, like day trips, which were pretty inexpensive. So like we went to Paradise Island, which is, it's an island, but it's like the smallest island I've ever seen. It's in the middle of the ocean. It's probably like 15 feet stretch of sand, and then there's just like
15
snorkeling.
15 or 50?
15, like
maybe not 15, island?
Maybe like the island is just really small. Like,
can I buy it?
Like layout.
Can I buy that island?
It's small. Like it's like the size of a living room or something. It's a small island. And so we took like a boat ride there, which is really fun. We just went snorkeling and stuff. But then besides that, we have 2 like short vacations and then 1 long vacation. So for the first short vacation, we went to Jarabacoa, and we stayed in this Airbnb. There was like 15 of us. And we went paragliding, we went horseback riding to a waterfall, which is super. I know
I paid for a little bit of that, but like how expensive was it again? Because it wasn't too crazy expensive, honestly.
Paragliding was $50 for paragliding, which is pretty good.
That's not bad, yeah.
Like, it would cost a lot more here in the States. And then, I don't remember how much the horseback riding was. Probably about like $20. That's probably, sounds about right. $15, $20. It wasn't very expensive.
We went to like waterfalls.
Yeah, we rode it to the waterfall. That was super cool. I just explored around there. And then some of our other vacations, we went to Ocean World, like you saw. That was a whole day.
No, yeah, we got pictures of Ocean World. Let's put those up.
Yeah.
Before we put up anything, though, I remember you called me and said, should I do the dolphin encounter? You said $20, but ended up being like...
Sea lion encounter was $20.
How much was it?
The sea lion encounter was $20. And then, yeah.
I'm like, aprovecha, right?
Yeah.
Which you understand that now.
Yeah, I understand that now. Just take advantage of it.
Yeah, right.
Take advantage of it, or like seize the moment sort of thing.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. I'm really glad we did that.
Well, let's show a few pictures because those were super fun. The first one we had, though, was these birds that are climbing all over you. What kind of birds were those again?
That was good. I think they're just lovebirds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
they don't talk.
Go in there. No, we go in there. She just gave us like a little handful of food, hold them out, and then there'd be like 6 birds just sitting on your hand.
Oh,
and
that's so cute.
Sit in your head, on your shoulders. It's so cute.
That looked fun. Did they poop on your head?
No, like it was.
Yeah,
it was no big deal.
I cared if they did anyway. It was just cool. For the picture.
I mean, the water was like right there. I could have just hopped in the water.
Yeah. Okay. Next picture. This was the sea lion. Did he have a name? Like, I've never seen a sea lion like that, like with a mane.
Yeah,
I was like,
so
what is that?
Chado. Yeah, his name is Chado. He's actually a baby. He was like...
Wow.
He was only 400 pounds, which is like small. He's like 2 years old. And so
Next
they can get
picture.
up to like 700, 800 pounds. So
he's like, only a baby. Wow. The next picture, he's like sticking his tongue out. Like, how did you get him to do that?
Yeah, so like the trainers, like they had to sit down. They're like, okay, so they go like smile or something, and then you go, and they would say, okay, tongue, and they go, and then you go like ah, and then you go, and it was so cute.
Oh, we have a picture of that one too. Like those,
Yeah.
there's like things in there. Like
Yeah.
you can fit your head in his mouth.
I could, yeah.
That was hilarious.
Very fishy too.
Yeah, I bet it smelled really fishy. Okay, the next picture is with the dolphin.
Dolphins.
Like you look
that
like
was-
a trainer, like swimming around, dancing, synchronized
Oh, yeah.
swimming with the dolphin.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
that's
so
so
fun.
cool.
We were all so happy. A lot of us were like about to cry. We were just like,
So
I get to swim
happy.
with dolphins.
So cool. The next picture is with you actually. I mean, it looks like you're at SeaWorld as the trainer doing this. I can't believe. So you just hold on and they pull you along like that?
Yeah, like they're just like, okay, hold out your arms, and then we held our arms, and they'd say, okay, they're coming, like grab onto their fins, and so do, and then they just boom, just take you. It's
Pull
really
you
cool.
around. What does that feel like?
They, like, I don't know, I don't know what I was expecting, but like, it wasn't what I was not expecting. I don't know, but they're like strong, like I don't know, really strong. You don't realize how powerful they are.
Well, we have a picture of you riding them. Like, this looks like SeaWorld. Like, how did
Yeah.
you do that? Like, you're treading water and they just come
Yeah,
and you,
they just
do
come
they
up
wait for you to
behind,
stand on them and then they go? Or how does that
No.
work?
So, like, what they did is they're like, okay, lay on your stomach, and, like, put your feet flat, like,
Mhm.
whatever, feet flat, and then your legs straight, and then they're just gonna come up behind you, and, like, they put their noses on your feet, and then just push you out of the water. So, it was really crazy. Some of the
Nice.
girls, like, jumped almost, like, they, like, pushed them up so high, and they just, woo, and, like, jumped off. It was so crazy.
Wow, that is such a cool experience. I'm really glad you got to do that. That's so cool.
You know, me too. Me too.
So, and yeah, I'm glad I even paid for that. No, I'm really glad. Like, that's so cool. I was super, like, living vicariously through you. That's really great.
Yeah.
And we have one more picture, I think, of the seal. Like, is that a seal? Yeah, a seal.
Yeah. Sea lion.
You're training the seal here?
The sea lion.
Oh, the sea lion. Oh, yeah, the sea lion, because they're smaller.
Yeah, that was the mom, actually, of Chado.
Uh-huh.
That was Chado, and then Cha-Cha is his mom, and then his dad is Domingo. So, like,
Oh, okay.
Chado is a mix of both his mom and dad's name. So it's
Okay.
Cha-Cha and Domingo.
Very cool.
But anyway, yeah.
Cool. I'm super excited about you being able to do that. So let's talk a little bit more about if you recommend this to other people. Like, why? Like, what if somebody's kind of like, maybe I'd like to do that, but what would you tell them why they should do it if they're considering doing it? Would you do it again? You know?
Probably not.
Not this place.
Like-
Would you go to another place? Like they have. Tell us
No,
about some of the
it's-
other places you can
So
go.
the thing is like, it's really expensive for one. So
Mhm.
you have to like kind of plan on that. Like I didn't have a lot of time to like save up. Like most of the girls were saving up for like a year beforehand. So they were like ready, and I did not have
Okay, so
any of
let's
that
say
time.
you had the money. Money wasn't an issue. Would you go again?
Money was still debatable.
Okay.
Just because. Well, okay, no, I would. But
What if it's to Thailand? Like, what
probably
are some of
not
the other
in
places?
the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. Well, name some of the other places that the program goes
Yeah.
to.
So like the Dominican Republic, like the organization that does all this, ILP,
Which stands for?
International Language Program.
Okay.
They literally tell us like the Dominican Republic is the hardest like place that we have it at, like the
Oh,
hardest.
Okay.
And so I'm thinking like, I don't know, like if I was in a different country, maybe my experience would be different because we had a lot of problems, sort of,
Mhm.
because just like the organization or just the method of teaching with the kids just kind of wasn't really working.
Wasn't that
And
effective? Maybe.
It wasn't effective, and they weren't really like very willing to change it, and so it got kind of frustrating for us because we didn't, like, none of the kids were really learning anything. Like, a lot of, like, we got pretty discouraged. Like, some of my kids still didn't even know the English alphabet, and we were just like, this isn't working. Like, the kids would eat the tickets that we were supposed to be giving them, and it just got really frustrating. Or, like, we'd have to fight them to get a new toaster, and I don't know. So we were just, and just with how expensive it was.
It wasn't as effective, so you didn't feel like you're really being effective, right? So
yeah, I guess so, pretty much. But the thing that kind of made me feel better about it is just the fact that, like, we're kind of showing the kids their potential. Like, this, like, you don't have to, you know, become an alcoholic, or, you know, you don't have to live the same life that your parents lived, and that sort of thing. And we're also just, I know a lot of probably quite a few of the kids that we taught were abused at home, or just, like, come from just unsteady homes, and it's pretty sad. So the thing that kind of comforted me is just the fact that, like, we're here and we're loving these kids, and we're showing them, like, you know, people care about you, and you
yourself.
Yeah, and just, like, you know, like, you can achieve so much. Like, this isn't, you don't have to just stick to the status quo. I don't know.
That is really important. If you believe in yourself, like, you can accomplish difficult things, even though you're, you know, not the smartest, or you know, if you have the willingness to see and do something difficult because you believe in yourself, you can achieve great things, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So what are some of the other places that ILP goes to?
So I have a lot of volunteers in China, which is really cool. And I have, like, a friend who did it in China, and she loved it. And then they have in Russia, in Mexico, Costa Rica,
Ukraine, I think, right?
Where else? Ukraine, Nicaragua, Haiti, like, just kind of, like, all over the world. So it's really cool.
So what would you recommend if somebody's thinking about doing that? What should they do?
Save up a lot of money. And then also just, I don't know, keep in mind.
Well, how much is a lot of money? Because going to Thailand for 4 months only costs $2,500, right? Or $2,800. So that includes all your flights, all your food. So that, for me as a parent, that didn't seem very expensive.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things I feel like they leave out within that. Like, I didn't realize I would have to be buying groceries still, and transportation. It, like, as cheap as transportation was in the DR, like, it adds up. Like, it was only like there and back to the grocery store. It was only, like, in total $1, but we're going to the grocery store a lot, kind of, or just, like, taking the bus. Like, it was only, like, $6 to go to Santiago or something, which is only, like, an hour away. But, like, I don't know, just transportation definitely adds up.
So instead of it being, like, around $3,000, it's more like $4,000 or $5,000?
Yeah. And then, like, plus with all the expenses, like shopping and souvenirs, and then all your vacation stuff and renting Airbnbs, like, the money really adds up.
Well, that's kind of optional, right? You don't have to do that if you don't want to. The optional stuff.
Yeah, it is optional. And also, like, some of the girls did the math, and a semester at school is more expensive than doing this. So, like, that's a good comparison. Yeah. So it's definitely a good comparison. And then if you go 1 year, you can go again as a head teacher, and then it would be free.
Oh, okay. So that's a good thing. If you pay for it, then you can do it free. So if you could be a head teacher, would you go, and where would you go?
Yeah, that would be fun. I don't know when, but if I could, and if I had, like, the time and stuff, I would probably do it. I'd love to go to, like, Thailand or China or something. I don't know, anywhere really. It'd be really cool.
Would you recommend it for Afton? And if you do, like, what's the best time to go? You have to be in college to do it? What's the age? Do you know? I don't know.
You have to to be 18.
You have to be
18 to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And is there an age limit? Like if you're 25, you can still do it. If you're 30, you can
no,
still do it.
I think the oldest girl in our group was either 24 or 25, somewhere around there. So yeah, you can go even as like pretty old.
Very cool.
And then I know even as a married couple, they provide that option too. So that's pretty cool.
So what's the take home, like, since you've been in the United States, grew up in the United States, and you've lived in this other country, like, what kind of, have you been a better person because of going there, and in what way?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a humbling experience. Like, I don't know, coming from there where, like, a lot of people, like, we'd seen homes where everyone was living in one bedroom, and they had, like, a bedroom and then, like, a kitchen area where all they had was just like a little like camper stove, and you know, there's no clean water to drink. You have to have like little jugs and stuff, and I don't know, a lot of people, they just come from really hard homes. The kids are so tough. Like it's so sad. It breaks my heart sometimes. They're not very innocent either. They've seen a lot of things and heard of a lot of things. And many people they know have been victims, or they've been victims, and so like I don't know, it makes you think like, oh, I mean, I really have it good. It makes you really grateful for what you have, and I don't know, kind of inspires you to show that gratitude more, and kind of share that with other people as well. Just kind of more positive. I don't know. Yeah.
And being grateful.
Really,
that's great.
Yeah.
Did you get lice? You said some of your roommates got lice.
Yeah. We held out until last week. Like 4 girls got lice. Oh, it was so bad. And then they spread it to like 3 other girls. And so, but thankfully I didn't get it because I was pretty dutiful with my lice preventative shampoo.
Good job. Yes. Yeah. Lice, not fun. Okay, so we got to wrap this up, but I wanted to show some of your art pictures. So I have some of your art because I know we didn't do the art. Oh, we totally forgot the art. Bummer.
Bummer.
Okay. Dang, I downloaded them and we had them. So here, can I send them to you right quick? Okay. Let me see. Yeah, she's just going to pull up a couple ones. So let's get those right quick. Morgan, tell us why you like being an artist, and what's kind of your plan for being an artist, because this is a way to kind of promote you.
Yeah. Well, I took art classes all throughout high school. I took like 5 years of art, I guess. And I just really enjoyed it. It was so fun. And then
just put them up.
I don't know, it was actually Mom's idea. She said I should start up like my own like art school thing, because like there's all these people who do piano lessons and guitar lessons, but nobody really does art lessons.
I would have given you art lessons if I knew somebody. Yeah, I would give them to all my kids.
Yeah.
So,
say that again.
I'm sorry. I would have given you art lessons if I knew an art tutor. You know, and even myself, because I don't know how to draw. I can draw stick figure, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Even now, I just
So yeah, I've already even like started creating like a website and stuff, and just want to do art lessons, teach kids painting and drawing, and work with different mediums and that sort of thing. I think it would be just
so. You
really
know what
fun.
gave me the idea, Morgan, is because you were telling me that when you were babysitting, I can't remember whose kids they were, but that you'd have them draw something every time, and you were making like a little journal of them.
Yeah.
Who was that? What kids?
Yeah. That was oh my goodness, can't remember her name. I blanked.
The Mangums.
But yeah,
kids?
like no, not the Mangums. Well, actually, the Mangums did. Actually, yeah, it was the Mangums, but it was another family too. Oh my goodness, I cannot remember. The Crosbys. Thank you.
Yeah.
The Crosbys and the Mangums. Yeah.
Violet.
Violet. Yes. my kids in the DR, I'd say, like, here, like, draw, like, especially our last week, I'd say, here, draw a picture, or, like, write me a letter.
Did you show them any art things, like how to draw certain something, or?
Yeah. When I left my first school,
Uh-huh.
I like a little sketchbook thing that I have,
Oh,
and
good.
they saw this picture that I did of a unicorn, and the girls were like, like, they were so
Excited about that.
thrilled.
Yeah.
So they're like, teacher me, draw me a unicorn.
Yeah.
So I, like, for the last day, I probably drew, like, 40 unicorns.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Just, like, quickly drew, like, a little outline so that they could color it in. I drew, like, ones for the boys, too, and I did, like, flames for the hair and
Great.
stuff. It was just so fun.
Hey, do you have a website name yet? Have you thought of a website name? We could put it up.
No, not yet.
Aw.
But
Okay, we can do that
coming
another
soon.
time. Coming soon.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have Morgan just put up a few pictures here. Do you have them already? Okay, so I think the first one's the butterfly picture. Just which one's up? Butterfly. That's really great. I like the cougar one.
Yeah,
That's the next one.
that's fun.
And the next one's like the lake, the orange lake. You have to turn your head to the side for that one.
Yeah.
I like this kaleidoscope looking thing. The next one, color. What is
Oh,
that?
yeah, that was just a color wheel.
Color
He was
wheel.
like, every year we always did a color wheel, and he said, okay, do some
That's
design,
nice.
make it look cool.
The next one is like an eye. That's really good. Looks really good. And the next one's a picture, and then you drew the other half of the face. Right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And the next picture is Nathaniel that you drew. I love that. That was so cute. That you entered that one in the rodeo
That was
contest,
the
right?
rodeo part, yeah.
Yeah, rodeo art. The next one is that model lady. I don't know who that is, but that was a good picture that you drew.
Oh, yeah, it's just a random.
And the next one's Elvis. I really like that Elvis picture. That was
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And
That one, I felt
you freehanded that one?
Will Smith. No, I never finished that
Oh, you
one.
never finished that one? Okay. The next one was Will Smith. I like that one. That's awesome. And then the last one was, I think, the wolf eyes. I framed that one.
Oh, yeah, that one's
Put that one on your wall.
That was like one of my first paintings, sort of.
Wow.
I did that freshman year.
That's a lot of detail in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
The farther away you
It's fun.
go, yeah, it looks great. So, well, I'm proud of you for that, Morgan. I've always envied how great you are at drawing, and I think that'll be
Yeah.
rewarding because you're great with kids teaching, and especially if you can help them have confidence in themselves, which is, to me, a kind of a breakthrough that you had where you help love the kids and help them to
Yeah.
believe in themselves. That's a huge take-home message I think we could all share, right? Like, a lot of times we fear
Yeah.
and doubt things, and it holds us back. But if you can believe in yourself that you can do things, you know, what's to stop you from accomplishing great things, you know?
Yeah.
And you've been like that too, I think. So proud of you.
Yeah,
Doing
thanks.
hard things.
I try.
Well, we're gonna wrap this up. Do you have any last words of wisdom?
No? Like,
ILP?
just-
Is it ILP.org, International Language Program.org?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a great experience. Check
Yeah.
it out if you are interested or you think you know someone who would. So,
Well, you might
it's
be
really
working
cool.
for them a little bit, right? To
Yeah.
help
Yeah.
teach other people. So,
Yeah.
did we put the website up there? Yeah. So,
So if
You
anyone
can
has
look that up?
questions,
Yeah.
they can just ask me.
message you on Facebook or something.
My
or,
DM.
Instagram,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Either one.
Okay. Do they need to know your Instagram?
Yeah. Morgs_the_cyborg.
More MORG?
Morgs with an S.
MORG underscore.
MORGS underscore.
Oh, MORGS underscore.
The_cyborg.
E?
The. Morgs
Oh,
the
the?
cyborg.
Cyborg. Okay, she got it. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't get what the V is. I never even questioned that.
Morgs the cyborg.
V as in Victor?
No, the. THE.
Oh, the cyborg. Oh, okay. It shows you how much I pay attention. I just click on it because I know it's you because I see the picture.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so thank you so much, Morgan.
Yeah,
I
thanks,
miss
Mom.
you. I'll tell Durant to give you a hug for me.
Okay.
And we'll be seeing you soon, I know. But thanks so much for sharing your awesome experience. And I hope other people benefited from thinking about what you could do to help your kids learn how to love others and be washing their own clothes and appreciate what they have here in the United States. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Okay, well, we're going to sign off. So, love you so much, Morgan. We'll be talking to you soon.
Love you too, Mom.
All right.
Thanks,
have a good night. Bye.
Good night.